I cannot believe how good this stuff is turning out and how good it is fitting. Man, the old man's killing it out here. Alright guys, we made a little bit of progress on things today. It was kind of a half day, it was kind of a half shop day. I didn't get like a ton of work done. But a few updates because the old man has been doing some work on the hot rod in the middle of the week when I'm not around. For those of you who don't know, I actually live over an hour away from the race shop. So unfortunately, I don't get to be out here working on the hot rods near as often as I would like to be. But I try to make it back here every single weekend to try to make some progress to get ready for the 2020 racing season. Fortunately, I have the old man here, and he's been getting quite a bit done. This week, he got a lot of things done for me on my car, so I'd like to take a moment and kind of show you guys where we are on the hot rod. Before I get too far into this video, I owe some people some shout-outs from my Facebook/Instagram post from yesterday. If you guys don't follow me on Facebook or Instagram, go and check it out. You get the behind the scenes. You don't want to miss out on all the content going up Facebook and Instagram. But on this particular post, I mentioned whoever can guess what this new bracket is for is going to get a shout out. So some honorable mentions to begin with. Greg Leonard says bracket to mount onboard air compressor. Great idea, Greg. It's not correct, but I can help you guys out though. If you want an onboard air compressor, go to krperformance.com. Make sure you use discount code GallStar5, get 5% off your purchase. They do have the onboard air compressors over at KR Performance. Jerry Young had the same idea. A lot of people think it's for the air compressor. CJ says trailer hitch for all the mail you'll be hauling with the big motor. I hope you're right, CJ. That would be pretty dang awesome. 2019 IHRA Summit Super Series Box World Champion Keith Cleveland thinks it's a bump down button. Wrong part of the car, Keith. I know you couldn't really tell from the picture. I did that on purpose, but not correct. George Davis says GoPro mount on the front for the front wheel stripe cam. Honorable mention, but not correct. Bill Myers commented Lexan window mount tab, and then Matt said Bill Myers dragster buddy, and then Bill said fine, blinker switch mount. That's an honorable mention. Ludicrous speed switch. It's not a Tesla, it's a dragster. Radiator mounting tab. That's close, Michael. That is close. Flux capacitor. Holy smokes. Corey Gaddis. Corey Gaddis guessed it correct. It's the flux capacitor mount. The ejector seat button. That sounds terrifying. Drag Race TV on Instagram commented NOS mount. Not correct. But shout out to Drag Race TV making awesome content on YouTube. I'll put a link to Drag Race TV YouTube channel down in the description. Go and check them out. If you like bracket racing content, and if you're a fan of this channel, you're going to enjoy Drag Race TV. Go and check them out on YouTube, Instagram, all the things. Not correct on the nitrous bottle. Only one person actually got it right, and I think this person had a little bit of insider information. Sean DeVries guessed transmission cooler mount, and Sean, he supplied us with the metal for this project, so a little bit insider information there, but quick shout out to Sean over at Outlaw Metalworks. Go and check him out on Facebook and check him out for any of your custom automotive fabrication, chassis and speed shop, performance parts needs. Davis, South Dakota. They do amazing work. Outlaw Metalworks. And the only correct guess, as of this moment anyways, the only correct guess was Sean, transmission cooler mount. Insider information, he may have cheated. He may have cheated. The old man made a significant improvement to the coil mount. The old one, I don't even know where it is, so I can't show you, but the jank level was exceedingly high relative to this one. Much stronger, much beefier. The old man put some holes in there, lightened it up. It actually looks pretty dang good. Happy with how that turned out. The old one was like a really, really thin piece of sheet metal, and it was just kind of like vibraty and janky. It was not good. This right here for the win. Happy with how this is turning out. So the coil mount is done. The other thing right here, check this out. Transmission cooler mount. The old man did a fabulous job on this. I'm disappointed I didn't get to help out with it. He did quite a bit of work on this. We still need to paint it, but the thing looks amazing. I mean, I mean, right here, this is actually the only part of it that you're gonna see, but it looks awesome. Chrome moly tubing, he welded some nice tabs on there. There's a 90-degree tab, so it just bolts in up here. And then back here on the back, I don't know if you guys can see this, but it basically just bolts to the handle. So the nice thing about this is we didn't have to actually replace this piece and build a new piece on the back of the transmission here. We actually just made this whole thing bolt to the handle. Nice and secure. Don't see any problems there. This is the transmission cooler that we're going to use on the transmission. I'll show you. Basically, very nice. So this is going to be nice. This is going to be much more effective at cooling transmission, and we'll be able to actually get rid of this transmission cooler. So this here, I mean, there's no fan or anything. This is not nearly the cooling capacity is what we're going to have here. This is a nice sized and much more effective. Can turn this fan on with a switch. Make sure that that transmission fluid stays a consistent temperature. And I just kind of like how it's mounted down here rather than up here. So we'll be able to get rid of this so we're not adding too much weight or anything. We're going to go ahead and paint the bracket. Like I said, this is the only part of it that you're going to actually see. So this is going to be how the transmission cooler is kind of going to be set up. So this should help us keep transmission temperatures in check on the Power Glide Dale's A1 transmission, keeping us going with the Power Glide transmission in the 2020 season. Hoping that this nice transmission cooler will help us win some more rounds, be a little bit more consistent with our fluid temperatures in the transmission. What do you think, buddy? Grinning, bud. Are you being so cute or what? What do you
just
think?
after being the race yet.
What are you thinking, huh? What are you thinking? You like being with the race cars? You're gonna drool all over them, aren't you? Yeah. Fist bump, fist bump. Yeah, he kind of did it. He's spitting on the floor. That's okay, bud. But you need to have respect for the workplace. We'll work on that.
What?
What's that? Trying to get everything to fit on the front side of the motor, plumbing it up, basically making some new hoses that fit better. The old man's wrestling this one off, and we're gonna put this guy on.
No, we're not.
Yeah. No.
This on here.
What did we take
Or
this
that
one off?
We need.
Yeah, I have the one that that I brought over here.
This is one I had. That one's too long. I just need that fitting. Right?
This had a straight fitting on it that we took off.
And these two don't interchange anyway. We're gonna have to change the nuts.
I'm so
Now, wait a
confused.
minute.
I might flip that thing upside down and put it like that, but
That changes the height too. And
Yeah.
That drops it down a lot.
yeah.
Yeah, well, you may have to make a different one.
Because that's no bueno on the fitting. Well, unless I just flip the bracket and turn it.
Yeah.
Just the other way.
Yeah. Engineer it at work.
Oh, genius. Hello. Where was that idea 5 minutes ago?
That's the engineer.
The engineer wouldn't have taken that long to think of that. All right. A lot more progress was made to the front side of the engine. I don't know how much you can see here, but the vacuum pump is mounted. Everything is in check except for this line. We still need to get like a 150-degree connector right here. That is what the plan is for that, for the little vacuum pump. Puke tank is mounted as such down here. I got really lucky because I had like a multiple bracket that had the like the water puke tank and this puke tank kind of mounted on one. I was able to actually cut that bracket in half, go ahead and mount this tank here, and use the other half of the bracket over here to mount the water tank one. So very happy. Normally that's not how things work out. Normally, you know, I end up having to make a whole bunch of new brackets, but I'm actually happy with having that tank on this side, this tank on this side. Kind of keeps things symmetrical, and it utilizes the space up here, which is very limited, utilizes the space a little bit better. In the last video, we talked a lot about this mandrel, and in some of the shots last time, you guys were commenting like, hey, you got plenty of room there, but here's the thing. I didn't have this little washer thing or the bolt head installed during those shots, so we ended up, you know, taking this mandrel, shaving it off, shortening things, readjusting where all these pulleys and spacers are to basically minimize the length of this part here, and we ended up having about, I would say 7/8. I'd say that's 3/4, 7/8 clearance there against the fan. So I'm very happy to report that I will not need to move my entire cooling fan this year. That's going to save a ton of work. I wasn't really sure what I was going to do there, but we're happy to find out that everything seems to be fitting. Big block is inside the M&M car. Big question mark there, but things are looking good. As I mentioned, puke tank for the water is down here and mounted. We have the mechanical fuel pump mounted. Belts are on, everything's lined up good. Kind of reconfigured how the fuel filter was going to sit in here, so we had made a new line for this, made a new line for this. This is all looking pretty good here. Pretty much ready to go with the AccuSump here. We just need one fitting to kind of change a different adapter right here, and then this will be complete. So more or less the plumbing and the installation of everything that goes on the front of this engine is more or less complete here. We are getting very, very close to calling this part of it done and moving on to the electrical side for rewiring this car for the 2020 season. All right, so things that I need to still accomplish this off season include rewiring the car completely. I'm going to finish out that transmission cooler. I need to figure out something for headers this year. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing for headers. If you guys know anybody out there who makes an awesome set of headers, you know, I might be looking. I might be in the market. I'm not sure. We do have the headers that were on this engine last year. I could use those, but they're kind of beat up. They need to either be coated or I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to do on that yet, so drop your comments down below what you think on the header situation. And of course, I gotta get myself a brand new set of Mickey Thompsons for the back. Mickey Thompson, you guys give me a call if you're watching this. We need a brand new set of 3191Ws on the back of this thing. And that is basically gonna wrap up the off-season projects. Looking forward to a huge race season in 2020. We're going to be trying to do as many of the SFG events as I possibly can. The SFG promotion events are at the pinnacle of the sport right now. They definitely, in my opinion, put on the best races. I'm talking entry fee per payout. I mean, that's objectively, they're like the best deal in bracket racing right now. And arguably, this is more subjective, they put on a great experience as well. So the experience at the SFG races, I would like to go to absolutely all of them if I can. Unfortunately, some of them are on the other side of the country to me, but we'll see what happens. So that is going to wrap up this video, guys. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, subscribing. Let me know down in the comments, where are you guys at with your off-season projects? Are you ready for the 2020 season? When does your 2020 season start? I'd love to hear from you guys, because here in shivering cold South Dakota, we're talking late April at best, unfortunately. So we still got time, but I know you guys are going to be on the racetrack way sooner than me. I'd love to hear from you guys. How's your projects going? Are you guys ready for 2020? I'll catch you guys in the next video. Later. If you liked this video, let YouTube know. Please hit the like button, click subscribe, and visit the GallStar TV swag shop to help support the creation of more videos.